But the move, as a lot of you know, looks like this. On edge, it looks like this. Straight on, it looks like this. I'm going to break it down for all of you, anyone that's new. So why is it called underhand? Well, there are two ways you can rotate your arms at your sides. One is underhand, and I think of underhand as the bowling direction. Everyone's gone bowling. I don't know, most of you probably have gone bowling. But when you bowl, what do? You do this. So the direction I was rotating is underhand. That's what we're going to do this week, which is this way. See my hands moving away from my body at the bottom. And the other direction, of course, is the opposite way, which is this way. If you ever get confused, this is the pitching direction, like you pitch a ball. Not that I was good at PE, but it's overhand. Overhand is the pitching direction. Underhand is the bowling direction. So we're going to do the bowling direction this week. Next week we'll do the pitching direction. So this is a good drill you can do. We're going to do a couple drills, and I should say drills maybe aren't the most exciting thing, but many arts have the equivalent of a drill. Certainly pianists, they do scales. And what are some other examples? Gymnasts do various kinds of drills. And Fiona has even told me that she taught world-class roller skaters, world champions, and she put them through drills. Even people who are experts did the basics all the time. So it's a way to improve your form and get better and work on your non-dominant hand, certainly. So that's one way to look at it. But I'm going to give you a couple drills to improve your form and also learn if you're someone new. So the drill isn't actually the move, but it helps you do the move better. So, but for that move, the underhanded direction, the simplest drill you can do is this. You move your hand in a circle at your side, like this, in the bowling direction. So you can do this move and do some on your same side as your arm. That's called the home side. And then you can bring your arm over to the opposite side of your body and make the same size circle. This is known as the away side. So it looks like this and like this. So you can do 1, 2, 3, and then cross. 1, 2, 3, and then cross. 1, 2, 3, cross. 1, 2, 3, cross. And then you can do 2 on each side. 1, cross, 1, cross, 1, cross. And then finally, what you eventually want to get to is just one circle on each side. Cross, 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 1, 1, 1, 1. A lot of beginners, if you're teaching someone, they can have trouble with this figure 8 motion, I found. But if you tell them, oh, do circles, something clicks and they get it. And then you can tell them do 4 and then do 2 and then finally do 1 on each side. Sometimes that's a better way to mentor people. I had some good luck with that this last weekend. Okay, let's try it with the other hand. Don't have to worry about left and right. We'll do one hand and then we'll do the other hand. So, one, 2, 3, cross. 1, 2, 3, cross. 1, 2, 3, cross. 1, cross, 1, cross, 1, cross, and then 1 on each side. Cross, 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 4. Do 4 circles, then 2 circles, then 1 on each side. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, cross. 1, 2, 3, cross. 1, 2, 3, cross. 1, cross, 1, cross, 1, cross, 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 cross. And then on edge, it looks like this, of course. And then you can try it on the other side. Move your flag to your other hand. Make sure the weighted corner is closest to your thumb and forefinger. And then we'll do 4 and 4, 2 and 2, 1 and 1. So 1, 2, 3, cross. 1, 2, 3, cross. 1, 2, 3, cross. 1, 2, 3, cross. 1, cross. 1, cross. 1, cross. 1, cross, 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 cross. I will say something that's really helpful if you're an expert and you want to work on your form, that, and you can do this now if you spotlight pin yourself on the video and use it as a mirror. You can use this to work on your form and kind of just get your flag as close to vertical as possible. See, I'm kind of doing a little adjustment on the fly here. So that's a good drill, even if you're an expert. To that your flag does twist up and then it untwists. So, again, that's a drill that you don't normally do the move that way, but it's a good way to learn the motion. And if you hold your flag like this and go 1, 2, 3, 4, you'll see that in fact it twists up temporarily. And then when you bring it on the other side, it'll untwist.
So that's it. So you do the switch.
If you watch people that have flagged for a long time, you'll see them actually doing things like this.
Right.
And you'll even see me doing it. So it's actually a legitimate move, but here we're just doing it as a drill.
Okay.
So next we're going to talk about using both hands at the same time. Some people, you can get their dominant hand to work, but not their non-dominant hand. So one drill you can do is you put your hands together like this, or ask your student to, and do the same thing. You do the bowling move, make circles on one side, and then circles on the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, cross. 1, cross. 1, cross. 1, cross, 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 cross. And if some people are having trouble with the other hand, sometimes that teaches their non-dominant hand to work like their dominant hand. And in fact, you can, there's no reason why you can't do this particular drill with flags. You can put your flags in both hands and just hold them together and do this. And sometimes this is a good intermediate step depending on where your student is. But the eventual goal is that your hands are not quite doing the same thing. So the next drill you can do without flags is this particular motion we were doing, this bowling direction. You do it with both hands, put both of your hands out at your sides, and you want to make that circular motion, but it's 180 degrees out of phase. They alternate with each other. So if you do this drill with both hands, practice doing the circular motions we talked about, but each hand is at the bottom alternating. 1, bottom, 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 bottom. And then cross your arms and do the same motion. You'll have to put your right arm on the bottom and then uncross them. Then cross them with the right arm on the bottom. But just circles at your sides. And then cross and do the circles. And then uncross.
This seems to
I'm going to put a red flag in my right hand. And a non-red flag in my left hand. I don't know if that's going to help any. And what we're going to do is, I find a really good way to enter this move with two hands is to put both hands on the same side of your body. For example, if I'm going to go into this move, with right hand leading, I am going to put both hands on the left side of my body. And you're going to swing them up. They're going to come up, not crossed. And then we're going to do that move we were just talking about. You come up like this. Your arms are good. They're going to come up, and then your right hand is going to cross under your left. But you're still going to be doing this sort of figure eight move like this. So put both hands on your left and swing them up, and then cross your right under your left and uncross them. So cross, uncross, cross, uncross, cross, uncross. So it really, if you can do underhand and overhand, it really opens up your flagging. You can turn around and come into a pinwheel or go to the same move, but on the opposite side. Otherwise, is that you can go gracefully from one to the other. So for example, if I'm moving underhand, I can simply turn around and continue. See, the flags are still rotating in the same direction. But if you can't do both directions, then you would be unable to do that. Another example is going from one of these moves into a pinwheel. So for example, if I'm doing underhand and I want to go into a pinwheel this direction, then I'm totally set up for that. But if I want to rotate in a pinwheel the other way, you can naturally enter it from overhand. So these are unnatural moves to the human body. So you may feel that you need to practice them and sleep on them, and then they're easier after a couple of days.